Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. My name is Isra. This month of May 2026, is going to be a really packed one, astrologically speaking, and I'm going to be sharing with you the astrological insights as well as a channeled message for the month. And then I'm going to share the some cards, oracle cards that I randomly chose. So we start the month with a full moon and we end the month with a full moon. And when there are two full moons in one month, it is a blue moon. And this happens not every year, once in a blue moon. So every 2 years or 3 years, it may occur. And this first full moon is a powerful one. It is a Scorpio full moon. And Scorpio is around the energy of death and rebirth, transformation, intensity. It can uncover what was hidden beneath the surface within your subconscious mind, and it could really bring this emotional depth, and creating that space to feel it instead of denying it is important. But with that, it can really be uncomfortable truths. It can be very confrontational, and in order for us, and very interestingly, in order for us to move forward and to bring through the true you, we need to face these things that may be holding us back from expressing ourselves, from creating a greater foundation for ourselves. And why I'm mentioning foundation is because the sun is in Taurus when we begin the month of May. And the energy of Taurus is creating a stable life for yourself, creating something that is consistent and slowing down, seeing the beauty of things. It's a very Venusian energy connected to the planet Venus. So the energy of seeing the truths and then facing the truth in order for us to gain clarity and to let go. And that's what full moons do. They illuminate what we need to let go of. They illuminate what is hidden within the subconscious mind. And sometimes these truths are some things that we just don't want to see, and we deny, and we create stories, a protective mechanism in order to adapt. So with Sagittarius full moon at the end of the month, May 31st, it's this truth-seeking sign. It is gaining new perspective. And with this new truth, gaining the new perspective, you create a new vision for yourself. And Sagittarius is also about freedom, creating greater freedom in your life. And in order to do that, you need to let go of maybe something that you're holding on to so much. You're holding on to for dear life because you think if you let go that you might not get that same thing. For example, when it comes to relationships, fear of letting go of someone that may be hurtful, toxic, that might be taking from your energy. You're afraid that if you let go, that you might not have something like that, even though you know it's not a healthy dynamic, whether it be with work, whether it be with a friendship, whether it be partnership, to communicate yourself. But then if you're not received, you then know you need to let go. And this might be very, very difficult in doing so. But then with the Sagittarius energy is saying, no, it is time to really take this opportunity and to move forward and to create a new chapter for yourself, a more expansive one where you can thrive, one you can be more of yourself. So very interesting, both Scorpio and Sagittarius, they are both signs around truth. One is about emotional depth and things that are hidden being revealed to you, the truth being revealed. And then Sagittarius is then acknowledging the truth, seeking truth. And it's very much a very transformative month. This can bring through a new identity, an aspect of you you did not see, where you're like, okay, where is my path? Where is my path taking me? Where is the path of least resistance? Where is the path where the water is flowing effortlessly? Sometimes we want certain things, certain opportunities, certain people in our lives, but you need to ask yourself the very uncomfortable truth. Is this something that I need to control in order to get, or is this something naturally coming through for me? And it's very important that you choose what is for your highest good. And sometimes we lose sight of what is for our highest good because of past pains. So these two full moons are really powerful in bringing through a greater sense of freedom. And I think of Scorpio as the contraction and Sagittarius as the expansion. Scorpio going inwards, Sagittarius going outwards and seeking and finding what is for your highest good. So it's going to be important to have some sort of practices to navigate the emotional depth of Scorpio and to just have compassion for yourself as you're navigating the energy around this. So some things that I would recommend is seeing the beauty that's around you, seeing the beauty of the leaves and the veins on the leaves or the flowers. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's the springtime right now and flowers are blossoming, and just seeing the beauty of nature coming back alive after the winter time. Being grateful for where you're at, knowing this is part of your journey, part of your expansion. And at times, if it does get difficult, know that you are not alone. To be proud of yourself for how far you've come, and to have compassion for yourself if you found it very difficult to let go. Because we've all been there. And I'm also at times there too, where I go back to things that I might not find that's healthy for me, but it's a process, it's layers, depending on your upbringing, your childhood wounds, depending on if you believe in past lives, past life energy, and maybe a pattern within your lineage where something has been repeating itself over and over again. And so you are paving the way for new things to happen, for a new way of being. So it's not that an easy task, and you're doing a great job. And sometimes we don't realize the depth of the work that we are doing. For most of us, we don't realize the depth of the work that we are doing. And so it's an important reminder to remember that you are doing such an amazing job wherever you're at. It could be so easy as empaths to be hard on ourselves, but we need to remember the beauty that's around us, the beauty of us, our value. And so when I think of Scorpio energy, I think of seeing your value, seeing your brilliance, and how amazing you are, and that you are more than worthy of receiving great love in your life. You don't need to do anything. Just as you are worthy, and that you are someone that is meant for great abundance on all levels in your life. Abundance in relationship, abundance in money, abundance in just freedom of time. You don't have to do something that you don't want to do either when it comes to work. Of course, that's easier said than done, navigating that situation, but when you find the means, it's such a liberating thing, and you start to thrive. You start to really have a greater level of creativity in your life. So both these full moons, really powerful. Having a practice or practices to center yourself is going to be important. Second of all, we're starting with Taurus season, and then the second half of the month is Gemini season. Gemini energy is around communication. It is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. And it is also about socializing, connecting with others. It's an air sign. It's very fast-paced compared to Taurus energy, which is slow-paced. And so you might have ideas, expression of things that you want to put out there in the world. Follow that. Do that thing that you've been wanting to do. And use your voice, the power of your voice, the power of your words when connected with your heart, and the frequency of your passion and love. You can create such massive ripple effects in the world. Really trusting in your voice, really trusting in your words. and believing in what you're saying and how your words really do impact other people. So being discerning of what you say to people and to be respectful and coming from the heart. And one practice that I do to connect to the heart is drinking ceremonial grade cacao. So if you're interested in learning more about ceremonial grade cacao and the amazing benefits of cacao and the plethora of benefits when it comes to the physical and emotional and energetic benefits, I have a cacao course on Insight Timer. I'm going to link that down below for you if you are interested in checking that out. There's also a short form and long form of a cacao ceremony in that course. And to do with the energy of Scorpio, it may bring up uncomfortable things like sadness, anger, grief. And it's important that we allow for whatever stuck emotions that are in the body to flow, because when we do that, then clarity will come through. Then we can create the vision of what we desire in our lives. And it is like stopping, feeling, and then moving forward with Sagittarius energy. From the 8th house to the ninth house energy, it is around also your belief system. What do you believe about yourself, about the world, about, success, about your way of maybe limiting yourself? Maybe you've been limiting yourself at times. And so it's important that you do break away from the beliefs that are limiting you and allowing yourself to be like, can I reach even higher for the stars? Can I even reach higher for something that I've been desiring? Go out into nature, balancing your energy through nature. Be in the presence of the earth, presence of the trees, presence of plants. This will help you to have greater clarity because it will ground you, especially during a time where there could be so many internal shifts happening. So having a practice of connecting to the earth, to ground into your body, to feel whatever emotions are coming through, to allow that flow to come out from your body to be felt. Even if it's uncomfortable, just know that it's easier to feel it than to carry it for so long. Easier, of course, is not as easy, but it's something that will allow you to feel lighter within yourself. And certain truths, again, could be uncomfortable, but it becomes like the elephant in the room, especially with this double energy of the full moon in 1 month. And then on May 16, we move into the new moon in Taurus, and this is about slowing down. It's about creating a stable foundation for yourself, and specifically about money and wealth, and just being like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I envision for myself. And so it's a great time for writing down what you would like to envision for yourself. Even if you don't have full clarity, just know that it might come later for you. And then May 20th is when the sun moves into Gemini, and that's when we begin Gemini season. Also, I want to mention at the end of April, Uranus moved into the sign of Gemini, which is denoting innovation, changing of ways of communicating, rapid information, realization. So that's going to be carried on into the month of May. And then on May 6th, also Pluto goes retrograde. So there could be a deep emotional process here, transformation, but this is through many months. It's not just in May. So just to, stay grounded and connected to yourself. Pluto being retrograde, it makes you realize where you're giving your power away. So realizing, how can I take back my power? Again, this is for a couple of months. It's not only in May. So moving you into a more empowered you, choosing you, pouring into yourself, pouring into your dreams and what you desire to create. The more you create what you desire, even if there's a voice in your mind saying, who am I to create this? What if it's not received well? The more you do that thing that you've been wanting to do, the quieter it becomes in your mind. It doesn't bother you as much. It still might come up from time to time depending on where you're at, but just know that the more you do the thing, the more you're able to feel empowered within yourself to continue doing that, and you'll see how beautiful and positive of a way that is received. So I'm going to take out some cards from the two different oracle card decks. The first one I'm going to be sharing is from the Ancient Stones oracle card deck. I shuffled these cards. They are randomly chosen specifically as a message for those who are watching my YouTube channel. So this is the card deck right here. And the first card is Pave Your Own Way. You are the way shower. You are the one creating a new path for yourself that your ancestors did not know of. Your parents did not know of. And so if you feel like you don't know the next way or the next path for yourself, it's okay. It is normal. But just trust and connect to your intuition. Connect to your body, because the intuition resides within the body. And so if you are right here, up here in the mind and not in your body, it's going to be hard for you to distinguish what is your intuitive voice, especially when we are clouded by a lot of emotions and we are afraid of feeling the emotions. Creating that space to feel the emotions is going to be crucial. I have a video about that where you are guided through how to feel your emotions. Also, to not follow anyone else's path. Your path is unique to you. You are the leader. So for you to compare yourself to another person does not make any sense, and it's not serving your highest good. So it's important that you are the one leading yourself and you're saying, you know what, I am open to this new path in my life. So you are truly breaking patterns, and that is really, really powerful and something to be proud of. And the second card is Find Your Center. Through this transformative energy, being grounded is very important. And you could see in the picture here, she has her hand on her chest, on her heart center, coming back to her center. Stay true to you and call it to you. And I'm going to read from the booklet because the message is really good. Often we feel that we need to follow another person's path because they have what we long to have. However, everyone's path is different, and a life is only wasted by walking someone else's path. There's no one even remotely like you on this planet, and so there's no one else's path or life that will match your own. This card is a call to return to your inner truth. Truth, coming to that, to trust your inner voice, trusting yourself, coming back into the body, trusting your inner voice and just be you. If you've been sidetracked by external things that other people have, it's time to remember who you are and why you came here, and to again and again walk yourself home, back to yourself. If there's something that you long for, take grounded action to go get it. Take that action. Have the courage to take that action. But don't walk someone else's way. Call it to you with enthusiasm while walking your own. It will come much more swiftly and last a lot longer if you do. And so, how are you being called to stay true to you? So this is a really powerful message of centering, coming back to yourself, and choosing the path that feels in true resonance to you, the path of least resistance. And at times it could feel like, where is the path? Where am I meant to go? And when that does come up, have trust that it will be revealed to you. And if there are stuck emotions, to make the space to feel those emotions, because after that, the clarity will come through. And the third card is See the Beauty. This message keeps on coming up so importantly, because again, when we're going through uncovering of shadows, uncomfortable truths, it could be easy to get stuck in that energy, that density, and it's important that we see the beauty of things. Take a moment to have fun, to find your joy, to do the thing that brings you joy. What brings you joy? It might be dancing, it could be singing, it could be, painting, or it could be going out into nature, taking a walk, a meditative walk, eating delicious food with friends. So this is very, very important. Finding gratitude, writing 3 things that you're grateful for, waking up, saying 3 things that you are grateful for. I'm grateful for my home, grateful for my phone. I'm grateful for people who are so supportive in my life. I'm grateful for you for watching my YouTube channel. It could be anything. that energy of gratitude shifts you from a negative mindset to a positive one. It brings you to the present moment and really allows you to be in that heart-centered energy. Again, cacao, ceremonial grade cacao, is a drink that brings me into my heart when intentionally I drink it from that space, especially when I drink from that space. It uplifts your mood. It brings you into your intuition. It's great for doing the inner work, for doing shadow work. So having these tools, you can do this with water. You can do this with matcha. But ceremonial grade cacao specifically has that ability to bring you into your heart. The Mayans, the Aztecs, they used this as a plant medicine. It was so revered. It was equal to gold. So this is a really powerful plant medicine that I've been personally using in order to navigate difficult times and to feel my emotions, because it magnifies what's hidden beneath the surface, and it allows for you to release it and let it go and feel lighter and more expansive after that. So the sacred is everywhere, gratitude, seeing the beauty. And from the Priestess of Light Oracle card deck, I also took out a card randomly around beauty, seeing the beauty. Again, Taurus season, it's connected to the planet Venus. It is seeing your beauty, seeing how amazing you are, seeing the beauty of the earth, seeing the beauty of the plants, seeing the beauty of people around you, shifting to that mindset. And if you are exposing yourself to negative information, the news, you don't have to watch that all the time. Let that go. We need more beauty, more focus on that, and sharing of that positive energy in the world in order to uplift the frequency. So the first card from the Priestess of Light Oracle card deck is Adjustment. Looking back, moving forward. So she's looking back here, but there is a sense of seeing the truth. There's the white owl here in the picture, which is seeing through the illusions and seeing the truth. We look back in order to move forward. We look to what was holding us back, belief systems that have been holding us back from sharing ourselves in the world, and shattering that belief and welcoming a new identity where you just allow yourself to be. And the second card is Miracles. Beautiful card. Miracles, ancient wisdom. Seeing that if you just trust in your body, trust in the universe, that things can shift like that in your life. And I'm going to read from the booklet. So this card tells you that you now have the ability to approach your life in this profoundly aligned way. You are moving into a time when miracles of every nature can be manifested. In fact, they are your birthright. Great accomplishments are yours when you let go of the striving and open yourself to the ancient wisdom, quietly filtering through that part of your consciousness connected to eternal truth, to eternal truths. So accepting the wisdom and the power that is within you, and really getting excited for what is to come. Excited for the money coming through. Excited for the expansion and the experiences that you're going to have. So, having that excitement and the joy of what you will receive, as if you've already received it. Manifestation. And the last card is Grateful Optimism. Amazing how this card came up, randomly shuffled. Also similar to See the Beauty, Grateful Optimism. Being in that gratitude energy is really powerful. Being in that energy, being grateful for what you have now will magnetize more of what you desire. So this energy of being grateful radiates outwards, and it really does impact other people. So really powerful messages from these cards, really uplifting, especially when you're navigating difficult waters of emotions. It's going to be important to hold space for yourself, finding that balance, connecting to what brings you joy, and being grateful for what you have now will magnetize more of what you desire in the future, as if you already have it, as if you already have it now. Saying, I am grateful for the beauty in my life. I'm grateful for my home and the money that I have. Gratitude for the support of people in my life. So I am wishing you a really grounded, heart-centered, and expansive month of May. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean so much to me if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. That would mean a lot to me. And comment below anything that resonated with you. And if you are interested in free meditations, I have free meditations on Insight Timer as well as a cacao course there. Also, if you are interested in booking one-on-one sessions with me, I have a link down below. It is currently donation-based. These one-on-one sessions can be about learning about ceremonial grade cacao, becoming a cacao ceremony facilitator if you're interested, or if you are navigating difficult emotions and you need the tools to help you in navigating that, I am more than happy to help. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in June.